guys, good evening. How's your day going? Okay, so today welcome to Makeup Masterclass. Today's session is all about makeup brushes. It is one of the very important things to take care of when you have to do your makeup, because you don't want to maximize product wastage. You want to use as less as product as you want to, and at the same time you want to achieve a desired result. You don't want your makeup to look cakey. You don't want your makeup to look like it's just been like put on your face. You want to blend it nicely, and for all these things makeup brush is very important. So right now I have nothing on my face. I thought I can get ready also with you guys while I teach you which are the right makeup brushes and which are the essential makeup brushes, because for someone who's just a beginner or if you're a pro, makeup brushes are very important. Okay, so cool. So I've just washed my face right now. We are going to start from scratch. We are first going to start with a moisturizer or a primer. Now this product is by POPxo Cosmetic. It's called the Hydro Veil Moisturizer and Primer. Like I told you in my previous videos also that I have dry skin, so I prefer products that have a moisturizer and a primer in it, because it's just like more convenient for me. Yeah, so this comes with a small spatula also. I'm just going to apply it on my face. It does not matter how much you take, because it's ultimately a moisturizer and a primer, so it's going to actually help your skin only. I ran out of my primer, but I got it from Nykaa, so I'm actually very happy. Okay, so once I have done this, now comes the first brush that we are going to use. Okay, so today we are going to talk about approximately 6 to 7 brushes. One or two will be for your face, then majority of them will be for your eyes, and then one more for your face because it's highlighting. Okay, so we go brush wise by brush wise. I'm just going to close my moisturizer and it's done. Okay, so we first talk about foundation. Yeah, so there is no hard and fast rule. You can of course use your fingers to dab your foundation. You can use a beauty blender, but what works really well for me is a foundation brush. I feel it's really easy to blend out the entire foundation, and B, I think I use less of the product when I blend it using a foundation brush. Beauty blender also works equally well, but if you are into makeup brushes, then I highly recommend this. Now this brush is by POPxo Cosmetics again. This is the number 265 in case you're looking up on Nykaa. So I am going to take my foundation, and I'm going to take my foundation brush. I'm just going to dab my foundation in my hand, and then I put it on my face. So for me, it becomes really easy to blend the product out. Whereas if I use my fingers, I feel I just end up not using the entire, not evenly spreading it all over my face. By the way, today I'm trying to also read the comments while I do my makeup. So someone said, love your hair. Thank you so much. I've used a product by Iconic Professional. It's a 3-tong product. I'm forgetting the name, but next time I will definitely let you know. Even I love my hair. Okay, so our first brush is done. This is how I use a foundation brush to basically use it all over my face. Okay, so now after foundation are the eyes. we are going to do something. Okay, cool. So there are a couple of brushes that I want to show you for eyes. We're going to talk about 4 different brushes today. Each brush has a different use. We'll first talk about this brush. This is by Wet and Wild. The brush number is P20. This is called a fluffy blending brush. This is how it looks like. Now, why it's called a fluffy blending brush is because of the bristles. If you see, it's very soft and it's very easy to blend in your makeup. Okay, so you usually use this when you have to create a transition. Okay, so what you have to do is just take any highlight, any eyeshadow. I take this color. I'm just going to put it like this. You don't do it like this because that's not how you're going to cover your eyes. You have to put your brush like this, dab it once, and then you just have to blend your makeup. So whenever you have a lot of area to cover, I would recommend that you take a fluffy blending brush because it's very easy to merge colors, blend colors if you're using this brush. Whereas if you use a flat brush or a thin brush, you will not be able to merge the colors. You will be able to place it on your eyes, but then it's not going to look smooth at all. So you just keep doing this. Okay, so this is my fluffy blending brush. I will talk about this again. Now moving on to my next brush. This is a flat brush. Okay, now why flat brush? Because obviously it is flat. The bristles are more closely packed, so you can't use this color for blending. You can only use this brush for just placing your color on wherever you want on your lid. Okay, so now we take this. Usually I will just take it to place my color like this. Now I take this brush and I'm taking a brown shade. I take the brown shade, tap it once and place it, pushing the color downward. So because I told you, since the bristles are closely packed, I will not be able to blend or achieve the same result as I can with a fluffy brush. Now again, the trick here is to push the color down. If you do it like this, it's not going to help. It will not look even at all. I do it for the same eye, for the other eye too. Okay, so the second brush is also done. Now, if you have to create a smoky effect, if you want color to be placed on your outer corner, what do? You can't just rely on a flat brush. You definitely can't use a blending brush because then it's going to be all over. So again, you need a mix of a brush which is slightly closely packed but at the same time it's fluffy. So I'm going to go ahead and use this brush. This brush does not have a number, but I got this from Miniso. It's a fabulous brush and I will show you how it works. Okay, so I am going to take this color, this blue color, and I want to place it here. Now I'm just going to take this color and I'm going to focus on only this area of my eye. So because I told you that this has slightly closely packed bristles. It's obviously not moving towards other areas. It's not doing what a blending brush does. And at the same time, I'm able to dab my color as well. Also, the trick with eye brushes are that you should not hold them from here. The more pressure you apply to your makeup brushes, um, the end result is going to be disastrous. So you just have to apply like slight pressure and then let the brush do the rest of the work. Okay, so this is done. Now I move on to the next brush, which is an angular brush. Okay, so now usually you use an angular brush to either do something, either apply a color to your lower lids, or if you have to do something called as a cut crease. So actually we will do this later. Let me just finish this eye look. I'm just going to take my index finger and finish it. Okay, so this is done. Every brush has a different technique, a different way of holding it, so that must be taken care of. Okay, so now once this is also done, we move on to your angular brush. Like I told you, you either use it for cutting your crease or you can use it for your lower lash line. I'm going to use it for my lower lash line. An angular brush is an angular brush because of this angle. And now we are just going to take this brown color and put it under my lash line. I can also use the green or that blue. So I'm going to take a mix of both. And I'm just going to apply it like I would apply a kajal. Okay, so these 4 brushes are done. Someone saying Bobby Brown palette. I guess no, this is not from Bobby Brown. This is by NYX. This palette is called NYX Berlin. Got this from Sephora. You can still check it out on nnnow.com. Otherwise, once the lockdown opens, you're going to just go and check it out. So these were the 4 brushes for our eyes. One is a fluffy blending brush, one is an angular brush, one is a flat brush, and this one also is a blending brush, but you usually use it for your outer corners because it is slightly more packed than this one. Okay, so we are done with 5 brushes already. Wow. Now we move on to this brush. This is usually a blush brush. It is called a blush brush. I got this from Vega. I can use this 2 way. I can either use it to set my makeup with my translucent powder. So all I have to do is I have to just take this product and set my makeup with it, because as I have told you guys earlier also, that in case you want to in case you want your makeup to last for a longer duration of time, you need to set it using a translucent powder, and this one is by MAC. It's NC40. Okay, so this is done. This also doubles up as, like I said, as a blush brush. So what you have to do is, now we apply the blush. Sorry. Okay, so this is my palette by Makeup Revolution. It's called a blush palette only. It has 8 colors in it. We are just going to take two random colors, and now we use this on our cheeks. Now all you have to do is you have to smile like this and apply it here. Now what I feel is that if you try applying a powder blush by hands, I am not even sure how the final look is going to be. So you definitely need a brush for this. So you can use this for setting your translucent powder as well as for your blush as well. Now this is done. Now we move on to this brush. This is called a fan brush. You use a fan brush for your highlighter. Okay, so this is my highlighter by Becca. The shade is Champagne Pop. It comes with a mirror, and this is how the highlighter looks like. All you have to do is take the highlighter like this and put it here. Again, if you try to apply a highlighter, a powder highlighter with your fingers, I am not very sure. So this is a fan brush and with your for your highlighter. Okay. Now on to the second last brush. This brush is a lip filler brush. Most of the times, if you have to share a lipstick or you are in that, you like to apply your lipstick using a brush because obviously there's like a controlled effect. You usually use a lip filler brush. I am going to unsee which shade to use. Maybe this. So the shade is called, it's by Huda Beauty. So all I have to do is I just have to take it on my brush and I have to fill my lips. You can actually use it when you have to mix colors also. This is also done. Now moving on to the final thing. I have not done my brows, but if I do my brows, then I have to use this brush. It's called a spoolie. What you have to do is basically change your eyebrows hair. So you just have to use it in the direction in which your hair is, which is this. And it is done. Okay, so for those of you who have joined in late, I'm going to again tell you about the brushes that we have spoken about today. We've learned about today. This is a foundation brush. You can use this for your primer as well. Then we've spoken about some makeup brushes for your eyes. This is a fluffy blending brush. This is a flat brush. This is again a blending brush, but for your outer corners. And this is an angular brush. Then we have spoken about a blush brush. This is your fan brush, and finally your spoolie. Okay, I think these brushes should be enough if you want to do your full face. Of course, there are different brushes that you can use for bronzing your face or for using when you're contouring your face, but all of that can be taken care of later. If you are a beginner, these should be enough for you. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any question related to makeup brushes, please please feel free to comment below, or you can also follow me on my Instagram. I run a page called Glossy Diaries with Prachi, and it was a pleasure interacting with you guys and teaching you about makeup brushes. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you. Bye bye. Stay safe.